Let's go to Michigan State and Kansas State. You got January, February, Izzo, April, May. This guy's Mr. March, Tom Izzo. He does it again. Okay, he shows up in Chicago at the Big Ten tournament, gets beat by 10 by Ohio State, and goes home. You think, okay, Michigan State's not going to be a Sweet 16 type of team this year, right? Wrong. Tom Izzo pulls off 2 wins in the first week, and the Spartans are right back here. Not only this, but they are favored against K-State out of the Big 12. And Kansas State had 2 of the 5 players on the All-Big 12 first team. This is the best conference in the country. Michigan State, the last team standing out of the Big 10. I'm a little surprised here that Michigan State's a 2-point favorite. What about you? You think this is an Izzo factor?
I think it very well could be. And also I think the fact that, maybe the market is anticipating some shooting regression in favor of Michigan State. Michigan State, by the way, against Marquette on Sunday, 2 of 16 from the 3. And they were 5 of 14 against USC on Friday. So 7 of 30. This is a team that shoots 38.7% from the 3, 6th best in the country. Now, they don't take very many attempts. They're about 300th out of 363 in terms of 3-point attempts. But you look at this Michigan State team, and it does remind me of certain Izzo teams where he's done better with teams with less talent. Because we were talking about this the other day. You look at this team, and it's like there's no one surefire NBA guy, right? There's no Gary Harris. There's no Mo Pete. There's no Draymond Green. There's not really those guys on this team. But he finds a way, and they get better later in the season, even though they get better in the winter and then kind of struggled a little bit in January and February. But this is a Michigan State team. The metrics guys have Kansas State as a small favorite. But the market has Michigan State as the small favorite, and they opened it. They weren't necessarily bet accordingly. I think they opened 1, 1.5, and now up to 2.
Up to 2.
I lean Michigan State here because I think the market is so lukewarm on the Big Ten, and rightfully so, when you got how many teams they get in? 8? 8 teams, and you got 1 left standing?
That's correct.
So it's like, okay, we got to go against the Big Ten. The Big 12 has been the best conference all year. So I think that you're going to get casual bettors that will be very happy to back Kansas State as an underdog. That was one I won on Michigan State on Sunday, but I did lose going against Kansas State because I thought Kentucky could have had control of that game, but Marquise Noel had other ideas. He made some really crazy shots down the stretch, 27 points on Sunday in the win over Kentucky.
Yeah, Jerome Tang, first-year coach at K-State, said after that game, hey, we had more dudes that showed up today.
Mm-hmm.
Kentucky had one big-time dude, Oscar Shibwe, who had 25 points and 18 rebounds.
Yes.
And just not enough.
Kentucky's guards did not shoot very well at all.
What was Reeves? What did Reeves finish?
He made one at the end that pushed 15? It over. Yeah, 1 for 15. The one at the end pushed it over the total, thankfully for me. But, yeah, the guards didn't show up. Jacob Toppin also wasn't very good for Kentucky and Kansas State with all these transfers and this mishmash of rosters. Jerome Tang, when he talked about dudes, this guy's a dude getter. This guy has been a really good recruiter.
He's got 2 dudes. You talked about Noel and also Keontae Johnson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so these guys are experienced. So he's got 3 senior starters that are all transfers from other programs.
Michigan State did get that big game from Tyson Walker in the second round. He had 23 points. In the first, Joey Hauser, 14 and 10. Hauser's a transfer from Marquette, and Walker a transfer from Northeastern. And like I said before the first round, I thought Tyson Walker was going to have a big tournament for the Spartans to advance. He did in round 2 to take out Marquette. You lean Michigan State here. I actually kind of lean K-State +2, but I'm not sure I'm going to play it. This has the look of a square dog.
Mm-hmm. It kind of does, doesn't it?
It does. That concerns me right now. I'll think more about that one this week.
Visit VSiN.com to get current odds. Listen for free. Find showtimes and download VSiN sports betting podcasts.